I'm your host, CJ Miller, and welcome to It's Debatable. Today in the studio, I have my co-host, Dominique Bonon, speaking with Mr. Carlos Diarza, Multimedia Services Coordinator for St. Thomas University, to shed light on the differences between virtual reality and reality in relationships.
Carlos, as the Multimedia Services Coordinator of St. Thomas University, you've had to deal with what we call virtual world today.
Absolutely.
And would you agree that the ultimate stage of what you call technological relationships today is what we call the virtual relationship?
I would say that moreover the virtual worlds, like World of Warcraft, Sims, and particularly things like Second Life are probably the wild frontier of relationships, virtual relationships. Take a person that is not particularly good looking or not particularly exciting. They can project something in something like Second Life that looks like a model and has he's rich or she's rich and they are the owner of a multi-million-dollar company, and there's no way to prove or disprove that from what they present online. So it could be a gigantic lie, and for the most part, I think. Not everybody goes that far, but I would say that the great majority of people definitely enhance themselves or project a better self into that virtual world. You always have, believe it or not, that first attraction, which is to what the avatar looks like, whether it be male, female.
So you get attracted to cartoon-looking virtual personas.
Everybody does. Because if you're interested in that virtual world, and as they get better, you won't be able to tell the difference. That's the scary part. In another 10, 15 years, you won't be able to tell the difference between what's an avatar and what's live. There's always something like a colors, haircut, hairstyle, the way you're dressed, the way you present yourself. That's always the first thing that gets you, the visual of it. But as in real life, once you get past that and you may approach the person and start speaking to them, it's almost like a first date where you're kind of, so how are you, and what do you do, and where do you go, and where do you live? And some people don't want to answer those questions. Some people want to stay within that virtual world or imaginary world they've created inside something like Second Life. The problem is not the technology. The problem is the drivers.
So in terms of relationship on the virtual world, do you have any advice?
I would say if you're honest about trying to go online to find relationships, whether friendships or amorous relationships, my best advice is be as much of yourself as you can be. It is a very big temptation to present yourself as something better or something greater. I think we all have kind of a need to do that, or kind of a natural instinct to make ourselves better, and the virtual world is a great place to do that. I mean, it's perfect, it's made for it. But if you are going on there particularly to develop relationships, stay close to who you are. The closer you stay to who you are, the truer friends and truer relationships you'll form.
Can we consider virtual life as part of real life?
There is no difference anymore between one and the other. And every day that passes, that divide is being more and more erased. There's no way to distinguish one from the other anymore. It's too late to ask that question. It is done.
The lines between actual and virtual are being blurred. But no matter which reality you choose to be a part of, you're in control. It's only when you forfeit or lose control is when it takes control over you. Technology and relationships, it is debatable.